Hey everyone, how you doing? This is Amon Green, Green Bay Packers all-time leading rusher, and you're watching Packers Total Access Live, your daily source for Packer content. Go Pack, go!
What's up, guys? Welcome to Packers Total Access. My name is Clayton. You can check us out on Packernet.com. Find me on Twitter at Packers_access. Email us, PackersTotalAccess@gmail.com. You can text us 865-658-5824. Don't follow the chat. It is out of control tonight. Greg in the chat in here has just absolutely roasted AFAM, and I'm here for it, Tim. How you doing this evening, sir?
Doing good until I looked at the chat,
That's terrible.
AFAM is one of those people that most of the time I just want to choke, but I'm so glad he's in the chat. So glad.
Don't put that name in my mouth right there.
Yeah, they're out of control in there. Good to see everybody filing in here. Appreciate y'all hanging out with us here on this glorious evening here on Tuesday, January the 7th. As we're going to do a little chalk talk, go over the Bears game. We're going to show you some positives. We're going to show you some negatives. Kind of explain what we feel like happened, what happened, why did it happen. And we'll come away with a couple takeaways here, Tim, of maybe some aspects of the game that we haven't seen here lately. I noticed a lot of bunch nasty X in this game plan. We haven't called that out in quite some time. Yep. So that's something that kind of stood out to me. Is there anything you'd like to hit on before we dive into the tape here, sir?
It's funny that you bring that up because the second trip through the game film for me today, that's what I observed. It seemed like we were running a lot of condensed sets. And, the reemergence of the bunch nasty X set. And, I think it lends a little validity to our thought that maybe Matt was trying to put some stuff on tape strategically going into this Philly matchup. So hopefully we can learn a thing or two doing a deep dive here in Chalk Talk.
Definitely, man. So let's jump into the tape here, guys. Again, the key statistics, week 18, the Packers lose to the Bears. What was it, 24-22, I think it was, we finished the game at?
Yeah.
I wrote everything down. I've got literally, look at this page of notes. And
look at this.
I don't even have no score wrote down. That's how that works, right? Week 18, turnover differential was 2-2. Middle 8, Green Bay won 3-0. We won the explosive battle 9-2. First down passing, we were 8 of 11. You go, Clayton, how did we lose that game? Oh, couple different reasons, right? The main reason, though, Tim, you look up and you go, okay, this isn't the only reason we lost the game, but if you could say there's one play that goes, man, that was the deciding factor, it was that punt return for a touchdown. It really was. And that was our first this year, if I remember correctly, right? That we've given up all year, I think.
Yeah, and we fell for the okie doke, too. You got to communicate on special teams, man. You can't fall for the old fake return man scheme. But I'm sure we'll look at that one, right? We'll look at all the holds on that play, at some point.
It made the cut, unfortunately, so we're going to hit it. But let's jump right into it. Again, the key statistics we just read off. The PTA Offensive Player of the Week. Let's go ahead and decide this real quick so I can write it in, as a matter of fact. Let me pop this up on the screen.
I did talk to the missus. She did vote already, by the way. So she contributed to the tie that we had going earlier. Still tied. Emmanuel Wilson and Malik Heath.
Yeah, see, it won't allow me to access the poll question after the live stream is over. So I grabbed this screen grab as soon as the stream was over, and Emmanuel Wilson and Malik Heath were leading the way, tied there, 32% each. So we've got to be the deciding factor here, Tim.
How do we make sure we don't vote for the same person?
Well, let's do this, man. On the count of 3, you say who you're voting for, okay? And I'll say who I'm voting for. All right, that sound good?
Yeah.
All right. 1, 2, 3, Emmanuel
Malik Heath.
All right, so here's what we're going to do. In the chat, United Bates, are you still present, sir?
Bates is in here. I know he's in there.
We hold you in.
We got one more for E. Wilson and one for Malik Heath. Somebody break this tie.
All right, Bates, who are you voting for, Emmanuel Wilson or Malik Heath? And don't you dare say any of these other names like Jacob did when we did this the other night. Let's see what he says here. Fred McFarley says it's rigged.
Fred McFarley says it's rigged. I love it.
All right, let's see what Bates says. Bates is going to be the deciding factor. He's contributed more to the show than I have. I promise you that. So he's going to get the tie goes to the wife.
Tie goes to the wife.
All right, let's see here. AFAM says Sean Ryan. I love it.
There you go.
All right, what's this? So Mrs. Green did say Malik Heath. It seems like the majority of the people are saying Heath. That doesn't matter though, man.
Dennis Shook, Malik Wilson.
Come on, Bates. We need you here, buddy. Chalk Talk's waiting on you.
Bates, how long does it take you to type out Malik Heath? Oh, there it is. I'll have to go with Heath. All right, Malik Heath is the winner. He's a dog. He deserves it.
Let's write it in right now. I thought that was awesome, by the way. Either of those guys. How cool is it that it's both backup players? Pretty neat. So
yeah, absolutely. And that's where it was, right? We were trying to figure out, who we were going to pick between E. Wilson and Malik Heath. I mean,
bingo.
You get a headache just thinking about it. The two shining, glimmering rays of hope in that game on Sunday. So shout out to Malik Heath.
No doubt about it. All right, let's jump into Chalk Talk. Here we go. So before this play, the first one we're going to show here, the Packers took the ball. They decided they won a toss. They took the ball. Of course, they had to punt. Tim, that's really it is. It's putting us behind so much, don't you think? Like, you guys know I'm biased here. I'm team defer. I've talked about being team defer forever. Tim, I know you've been in favor of taking the ball. It seems like the large majority of people, both fans and analysts, seem to think take the ball. But
I mean, I've always been a defer guy, always.
Have you? Okay.
Yeah, week to week, though, some of these matchups I did agree with, taking the ball. But again, it's only good if you do something with it. If you take the ball and march down the field and put a tutter on the board, all is well. Especially if you win the middle eight, and that second half kickoff is less important. But normally I'm with you, Clay. I like to defer. And it just sucks when you take the ball and crap the bed,
Yeah, definitely, man. Definitely. All right, here we go. First quarter, 11:58 left. Hopefully I've got these in order. We'll try to make clear the mistakes as they roll in here. But 11:58 left. First and 10 from their own 30. This is the Rashawn Gary sack. I wish we could make our faces a little bit smaller, but I guess everybody can see this okay, can't they? You think they can see this all right, Tim? I think.
I don't know. Can they see this right here? They can see that, right?
That's all that matters. Let me see if I can get us a little bit more screen here, because it's set up for 3 hosts. Yeah, that's a little bit better right here. Let's see how that looks. Bang! There we go.
There we go.
All right, get our ugly mugs out of here. So
this
is a Rashawn Gary sack on 1st and 10. Thought this was a tone setter for the day. The call, to the best of my knowledge, nickel 425 TT cover 6. You're going to have cover 4 at the top of the screen. That's what the cover 6 means here is we've got basically, my telestrator set up, we got half down here, and then you got quarter up here. Okay, and there's a little bit of match principle, so I can see someone calling this a cover 7. Nonetheless, you're going to run a TT in the middle as well, so they're going to run a little game inside, right, which basically means these guys are going to twist at the tackle position, and everybody else is just a straight rush on the outside here, okay? So, again, the call was nickel 425 TT cover 6, which is a combination of cover 4 and cover 2. Let's roll the tape. Watch Gary at the bottom of the screen right here, ladies and gentlemen. Again, Caleb Williams bobbles the snap, but you tell me there's no way if he gets his snap clean that Gary's not cleaning his clock regardless. I mean, little bobble, but Gary just first move. I mean, my man with the rip move, quick off the line, sack. You love to see it. Let's get it from the end zone cam here, Tim.
I think you're right. I think you're right. Even if he fields that clean, maybe he gets a chance to wiggle out of there. But Rashawn just beat that left tackle dead to rights.
Yeah, definitely. And again, watch just a quick outside rip. Let's go. Bang.
This is what happens when you don't chip Rashawn or you don't send a double team. You had was that Komet there at tight end?
Yep.
They didn't have a chip worked into that scheme, and it cost them right there.
Yep. And you've seen it all year, man. He's gotten chipped a ton this year.
Yep.
Again, I always say the last time I checked, it was top 3. That's all I needed to see. If it was top 5, that's enough to go, okay. That explains he's occupying 2 blockers most of the time. But next play here, first quarter, 11:22 left, 2nd and 17. So, again, because of that sack, you've now got them behind schedule, right? 2nd and 17 from their own 23. This is the Javon Bullard tackle for a loss. It's a nickel 425. I put cover 2. It could end up being a cover 6 on one side, but all they have time to show because the play develops so quick is a cover 2 zone. And keying on Javon Bullard, I love how they play this. What they've got set up here, Tim, is they've got a bunch set, as you can see right here, right? That's what we call bunch.
Yep.
Now, The reason you know you're in zone coverage is because if these guys were square up, if this defender here was here and this defender back here was here, then what you'd be doing is playing kind of a catch man with those other two. Allow the switch to take place and everybody fade off and grab their guy. But the fact that we're playing so far off here tells me we are in a zone defense, no doubt. So what Bullard's doing here is look at where his eyes are. They're right here on Caleb Williams the whole time. So as soon as the ball is snapped, if either of these guys show a smoke route, he's going to try to get around the blocker and back there to make the tackle, and he does one hell of a job. Watch this reaction here from Javon Bullard. This is what we're talking about in the slot. Little slot motion. He kicks out, so he's splitting everybody right here. He's going to take the underneath, right? He's going to have kind of an underneath responsibility. Ball snapped. Cole Kmet steps back. Look at it. No hesitation.
Yep.
No hesitation. Javon Bullard beats the receiver like a drum. Great job. Obviously, they blow it dead because Javon Bullard has him wrapped up.
Great play call by Hafley right here.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I mean, the hat count we had pre-snap allows him to do that, right? Like you said,
Yes.
we're not in a catch man or a man-to-man situation. He knows he can fire there because we still got a hat on a hat behind him, regardless.
And this is Nick Saban 101, right? You end up with three receivers, right? Guess what? You got 4 defenders. You always stay +1 in the hat. That's what you're talking about, right?
Yep.
So again, when you've got 3 receivers, you want to play box, right? When you've got 2 receivers, 1, 2, you want to play triangle. See what I'm saying? So you always stay +1 in the hat count that way. And again, Javon Bullard, just no hesitation. Bang, little dip. Let's get him. So literally 2 plays into the game, pretty much 2 negative plays. Chicago ends up having to punt. It all started with that Rashawn Gary sack to kind of get things off to a good start there where they didn't feel comfortable going to the run on a 2nd and 17, as where if it was a 2nd and 8 or even a 2nd and 10, you might feel a little more comfortable with going to the run. So, again, Javon Bullard showing up on the tape this week for sure. Chicago punts, score still 0-0. Let's go to first quarter, 6:34 left, 4th and 6 at Chicago's 44-yard line. Green Bay is going to – that is not the play, is it? Dang it. Here we go. We're already off the mark. Or is this still
Is this the same one?
It's the same one. I'm sorry. Yeah, we got the end zone.
Yeah, box cam. Yeah.
We'll just let this roll. There's not much to see here because it's just such a quick pass, but bang, there's the tackle by Bullard. So, yeah.
Yep.
Again, great play. And you've seen our boy Enigbari in there too, reading it pretty well. Now, this is the punt return. Not much to talk about here other than a blatant hold that wasn't called and our special teams kind of getting faked out here. Although, if you'll key in on Fitzpatrick on this play, he does not get faked out as hard as you would think he did. The problem is he starts in that direction. He reads it. You see him snap his head around. When he goes to get over there, he's immediately held the whole time. Again, this is first quarter, 6:34 left, 4th and 6 play at Chicago's 44-yard line. This is the Blackwell punt return for a touchdown. Let's roll it here, 75%. Pretty nice punt, really, from Whelan. Another thing, too, is like Whelan, I have a good idea that Whelan knew where the ball was going, right? So if he's punting left here, my question is, why is this dude even going in this direction if we know the punt call is to go left, right? So it's one of 2 things. Either this guy screwed the pooch or Whelan just hit it wrong, right? Because typically what that means is you'll have a punt left, punt right, or punt mid. And the fact that it goes left and the guys are treating it like a mid, that's a little odd.
Yeah, it's either a mishit by Whelan or it's a miscommunication by special teams. And I'm almost leaning towards miscommunication because Danny Boy doesn't mishit very many punts. So, I don't know.
So right here is what we're talking about. Now you realize, oh, crap, it's actually this guy catching the ball. So key in right here as I slow it down on Fitzpatrick. You're going to notice his head. You'll see it better on the next copy. But his head snaps right here. He's on it.
Yep.
All right, let's get back. He can't because he's being freaking held.
Directly in front of the official, too.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. So, again, that's how you end up with the punt return for the touchdown. Let's go 150 here. He's not really that fast.
Let's get this over with. Yep.
I want to get to the end zone copy so you can see it a little bit better here because you'll be able to notice the hold, obviously, a lot better. And I want you to focus on Fitzpatrick's head, too, like I said. You'll notice when he realizes where the ball actually is. I'm telling you, he makes this tackle, in my opinion. Look, right here, he's looking right. He's following everybody else, and now he goes, bang, right there. Now he knows. Okay, It's actually on his left, right? All right, you go to swim back. Look at this right here. He's literally got him by the side, grabbing his arms, right? And now here, he's draped over his shoulder. And now here, literally Fitzpatrick's throwing his arms up like, for God's sakes, do you not see this?
Yeah, can we get a hold? Can we get a block in the back? Something?
Look at the official.
Something, bro.
Yeah. Somebody said, well, the official didn't see it. I'm going, what was he looking at then? Was he staring at the grass? What are we doing here? So, again, just a tough break for the Packers. It seems like every week there's a big play, too, that just gets botched. That's the big difference, right? There's bad calls every game. It just seems like when the Packers have caught that bad break this year, it's been huge plays, right? So,
shout out to Chris Brooks and Zay McDuffie not quitting on that play till the bitter end there, too.
Yeah. All right, so obviously they take the lead 7-0. Then Green Bay would march down, get a field goal, so it's now 7-3. All right, now first quarter, 2:16 left, 1st and 10 from their own 26-yard line. Here's our boy TJ Slayton with the tackle for a loss. The call is 4-3 odd. It's a 35 front. I'm pretty sure it was cover 2. Again, on these run plays, you don't have time to develop. You can only guess at it. It was either a cover 2 or a cover 6 once again. Now, when we're talking 4-3 odd, this is real simple. I'm going to roll the tape and let you watch our boy TJ Slayton at nose tackle blow this up. All right, bang. And then when we get the end zone cam, I'll explain to you what 4-3 odd 35 front cover 2 is exactly. But TJ Slayton, man, we talked about it last night, or maybe it was earlier today. I really like what we got in TJ Slayton. So some people would say this isn't an odd front. The way it's described to me is much like a 34 jam. With a 34 jam, this guy will be lined up covering the guard completely, and our boy TJ Slayton would actually be in a zero tech, right? With a 4-3 odd front, typically what happens is this guy is playing shade on the center. I went with odd because they did march up our boy right here. So you could say they brung the Sam on the line of scrimmage, right? You could say this is a 4-3 under with the Sam on the line. I called it odd because I think that's truly what they're trying to accomplish here, is to get that guy in the middle to eat that double team. And typically you'll play him straight up on the center. So there may be a little disagreement with that with some people watching the tape. That's totally cool. When we talk about 35 front, though, the 3 represents the odd front. The 5 means the Sam backer is on the line of scrimmage. So essentially you've got a 5-man front here, even though you're in a 4-3 look. So some people will call this 4-3 under with the Sam on the line. I called it a 4-3 odd or a 35 front with a cover 2 on the backside. Again, watch our boy TJ Slayton here, man. We kind of hit this a little bit last night, but dude's a dog, man. I mean, he really is. The limited snaps that he gets, he makes a difference. Just look at the quickness off the ball. Dude had never had a chance, man. Never had a chance.
I mean, it's good. It's good form and good leverage there. He just stayed true to his technique right there, and just won the play. Yeah. I mean, he just literally beat that center like a drum. That's all it was.
And we say, quickness obviously is the main thing, but the low man wins. Look how low he is right here.
Yep.
I mean, that dude never had a chance. So
we talk about pad level with with running backs and stuff, but it's also important with your defensive tackles too, getting low, like you said.
No doubt about it, man. So
that's the big boy, baby. Gravedigger 2.0. Let's go.
So TJ Slayton tackle for a loss there. Obviously, Chicago still leading 7-3. Let's go first quarter, 10 seconds left. This is a 1st and 10 play from our own 27-yard line. This is the Jaden Reed fumble. And the play call is 11 ace nasty, tray left, F zipper jet. Okay, so basically what we're going to do here, let's talk about what the formation means real quick. When we say 11 ace nasty, 11 personnel is real simple. 1 running back, 1 tight end, which equals 3 wide receivers. Okay, that's 11. Ace is a single back set, meaning there's only 1 running back in the backfield and you are under center. We're going to go tray left. That means 3 to the left with one of those 3 being the Y or the tight end. We're going to go F zipper jet. So what's going to happen is the F's going to come across, get set up, and then we're going to zipper back, and it's going to be a jet sweep to him on the carry. And it's going to be Jaden Reed playing that F receiver here. Again, 11 ace nasty, tray left, F zipper jet. Tim, these jet sweeps got us in trouble all day long, my man, all day long. So you're going to see Jaden Reed cough one up right here as he fumbles the ball. There's the jet. It sets up pretty nice at first. But I'll tell you, man, Jalen Johnson plays this pretty well. He knows I'm going to get out here because I got all kinds of help here. right?
Yeah, there's no way for him to cut it back either, right? You're thinking maybe bounce it inside there, but I mean,
and then of course it's Jalen Johnson with the punch out, just a great peanut punch. You'll see it on the next copy. I mean, it's just a left jab, dots that thing.
Call me old fashioned, but I like Jaden Reed better as a receiver than a running back.
Me too. And, I know people were raking him over the coals for not protecting the football there. He's holding it in the outside arm. Jalen Johnson did a good job getting outside. You could have covered it with both hands. I got you. You could have done that high and tight like they teach. But you'll see right here, man, Jalen Johnson just does a hell of a job knocking this ball out, man. This is a really solid defensive play. Let's go 50%. Right here, it's setting up pretty decent. He's going to kind of shoot through the hole. But watch Jalen. Jalen's played his outside contain. Nice little double team block there from Wicks and Musgrave, right? But then right here, watch. Bang.
Yep. He's not bracing for contact there, right? When you got to get two hands when you're coming through traffic there.
Yep.
And you know that. He knows that. But that's something, again, a running back's going to do that. That's like second nature to a running back. You're going to clutch that ball in traffic. Yep. But a receiver running a flyer like that, I don't know. Probably not. It's just a great defensive play, though. Like you said, the other guys get paid too, right?
Yeah, definitely. And again, that play there, if that play doesn't happen, you win the turnover differential, you probably end up winning this game. So that's another one of those key plays that you look at and go, we could have had that one back, right? Same as the punt return for the touchdown. So Chicago obviously had a short field. They go on to score a touchdown. They're now up 14-3, and unfortunately the next drive is when Christian Watson got injured. All right. So keep in mind, all this stuff has gone wrong to this point. Now Christian Watson's out of the game. All right. So obviously the game plan changes tremendously when you lose your deep threat, right? So now we're second quarter, 13:40 left, 2nd and 10 play at Chicago's 47-yard line. This is going to be an explosive run by Josh Jacobs with the 12-yard run. And the play call is 11 gun, bunch nasty X. We're going strong left, F zipper, orbit fake, pin and pull, 24 counter GY or YG, or you could just call it counter G. Some people don't count the Y. I would rather give more information than less. But again, bunch nasty X, when you guys hear us say that, it means everybody's inside the numbers for a nasty split, right, including X. That's your X receiver. You know that because he lines up on the line of scrimmage opposite the tight end. Some people would just call this a tray left. I'm going to point out the fact that it's a bunch set. So bunch nasty X is the player. 11 gun, bunch nasty X, strong left, F zipper, orbit fake, pin and pull, 24 counter G. There's a lot going on here. So what's going to happen is the F is going to motion over, orbit. They're going to fake the handoff to him, and they're actually going to give it jab step counter with our boy Josh Jacobs. When we say 24, he's the halfback or the left halfback in this case, which they're kind of setting up with the orbit motion, a mock pony package, a cheat pony package, if you will. So he would be the left halfback. The first number is the 2. The 4 is the hole in which he's going to hit, which is going to be the B gap on the right. That's why it's 24 counter G. Watch his footwork here. You'll see Jaden come back across, and then I want you to really key in on Josh Jacobs. See that jab step to the left? That's what makes it a counter. And then with the GY, we'll see it better here in a minute from the end zone cam. You got the guard pulling from that side, and then you got Tucker Kraft. The Y is getting in here to seal off as well. And Josh Jacobs, no wasted motion, man, hitting the gap. Great run, 12 yards. Explosive, triples your chances of scoring on that drive, obviously. So
that's what I'm talking about. Illusion of complexity there, right? Mm-hmm. That's what those jet sweeps set up, is things like this, because we froze those two. Jalen Johnson got froze for a minute, and I don't know who 6 is there, but 6 gets caught biting as well, because they have to respect Reed on that flyer.
Right.
And then you get a nice block, like little pulling action here, and then Josh Jacobs doing his job. And really, a lot of this too is I don't think Jordan Love gets enough credit. Malik Willis for that matter either on these plays. Just how nuanced that is to be able to pirouette basically in the pocket. And you're faking while handing off. There's so many things that can go wrong on the exchange, and these guys make it look so easy, man.
Yeah, that hand-eye coordination, man, you've really got to have it right there to fill the snap and still get to all your keys there, your points, right?
Yeah, because the key, a lot of quarterbacks will try and cheat on that first fake. You got to hold that ball out there long enough to sell that fake. and then still get the exchange to Jacobs here. It's a thing of beauty when this works out like this.
And people were going, what does pin and pull mean? It's real simple. What you're going to see is Sheed, pin, and you're going to see Myers try to pin down, and I think it's Sean Ryan is going to pin down. Even Zach Tom is going to try to pin down, I believe. I don't think Zach Tom kicks out. But when you've got blockers that are pinning in one direction and you're pulling in the opposite, in this case, we'll go in the blue. Elton's going to pull, right, to block, and then our boy Tucker Kraft is going to pull to block. That's what we mean by pin and pull. Pinning in one direction and then pulling a blocker or two in the opposite. And again, watch Josh Jacobs' footwork here. That quick little jab step to the left. I'm telling you, man, that's a key right there. See 49 go with him. And then that's that half yard you need. Now here comes the pull. And watch our boy Tucker Kraft just annihilate 52. Bang, let's go.
Yep. How about Josh Myers, though? Josh Myers sniffing out some work there, too. I don't know if you saw that. Nice work on the pull. He just smacked right there. Bang.
Yeah, pinning down, right? Pinning down with Sheed. What you're trying to do is create a wall, right? And a wall. And then you're allowing your pullers to seal off the other side here. That's how that's working. Look at Malik Heath, too. Let's see if Malik Heath gets any action here. He whiffs a little bit. He whiffed a little bit, didn't he? Got a little piece of him. But again, no block, no rock, right?
Yeah, looking for work. That's what you want to see, right? And like you said, Tucker Kraft finishing that play off right there. I mean, that was the icing on the cake there.
Yeah. So we talked about the punt return for a touchdown. We talked about the perfect punch out by Jalen Johnson and causing the fumble. We lose Christian Watson to injury. And then after that sequence right there, Jordan Love gets injured. Now he's out of the game. So now you're down your number one receiver, you're down your starting quarterback, and you're probably thinking, as Matt LaFleur out here going, all right, we need to get Jacobs out of here soon so this doesn't get any worse, right?
And if you're AFAM, you're thinking it's Malik Willis time. Let him cook.
Exactly right. Let this guy cook. Second quarter, 11:46 left, 2nd and 15 play at Chicago's 19-yard line. This is Willis to Kraft for 20 yards. Chicago is leading 14-3 at this moment. The play call is 11 gun, dubs right, T weak, 46 stick nod, pivot, T safe. All right, let's talk about what all that means. You guys got the formation, so let's focus on the route combination here. We're going to go 46, which is a curl, a 4 route, and a dig from the 2. Okay, so there's your 46 aspect right here. Stick nod is really, really simple. A stick route is kind of that quick little out. You're going to stick, and then he's going to go up the field, and Tucker Kraft being he. All right, and then you're going to run a little pivot over here with our boy, I think it's Dontavion Wicks. What he's going to do is kind of come out here and run like a curl or a hitch and then look to bring it back in if he needs to. All right. And then, of course, the T safe is real simple. It's going to be a 6-man protection. You got the right tackle, the right guard, the center, the left guard, left tackle, and the T, which stands for tailback, is going to be staying in the block. 6-man protection. Again, 11 gun, dubs right, T weak, 46 stick nod, pivot, T safe. Watch our boy Tucker here on the double move, man. He's going to make this catch in double coverage here, and it's phenomenal. Look, there's a stick, nod, up the field. It wasn't there. The ball should have gone right here. I guarantee you Malik probably got a -2 on this play. Yeah. The ball should have gone there. There's no two ways about it. Let me double check. 2nd and 15, maybe they give him a little leniency, but at the same time, you're picking up 7 or 8 yards here and you're playing for 3rd down. Malik said, F it. Tucker's down there somewhere, right there. And let's roll it forward. Again, the catch is just unbelievable.
Hey, that's enough separation, right? Half a foot. We'll take it. I mean, that's a big target too. And, to Malik's credit there, yeah, you're right. He probably should have read the low read there and just made the safe completion. But you also got Tuck Norris running out there, and that's a big target. And look where he puts this ball. He puts this ball exactly where it needs to be.
It really does,
Tucker to go up there and get that ball. It's a safe throw. If you're going to throw in a double coverage to a tight end, that's exactly how you do it.
Yeah, that's on the freaking money, man.
Yeah, man.
And again, we talked about this earlier today. Tucker snatching that ball and getting against your body. Don't waste any time. Don't give them an opportunity to punch that thing out.
Look at Tay Wicks as soon as he catches it, too. Watch him signal the first down. Look. Oh, yeah, we going. I love it.
I like how Tucker spins the ball, and then when he stood up, he went. I'll tell you, man, that's just the way it is. All right. Second quarter, 11-12 left. 1st and goal at Chicago's 9. This is the Josh Jacobs 9-yard touchdown run. I may have missed something on here. I just rushed out. I think I got it, though. 24 duo is what the call is. So we're going 11 gun, dubs right, T-same, 24 duo, RPO flats. So you're going to get a double RPO look here, all right? With 24 duo, it's real simple. Duo means double-double. You're looking to get double teams at the offensive point of attack here, okay? Tom Brady, what I've noticed with Tom Brady's coverage, he seems to think duo is just one double team. And I don't say that meaning Tom Brady's wrong. No, I'm going with Tom Brady saying, if there's one double team from here on out and it's an inside run, I'm going to call it duo.
Yeah.
Okay. Because obviously he's the GOAT for a reason. But with duo, that means double-double. You're looking for vertical power. Essentially, you're not moving a gap, but you're looking to get bodies at the second level, just like you would with the power run play. The 24 duo, that's what we're talking about with the RPO flats. We'll do it in blue. There's a run-pass option aspect here where 18 is looking to block, and it's just going to – this is more like a bubble, but I went ahead and went flats because it's very similar off both sides. He's looking to walk out, and then on this side it's going to be Tucker Kraft on a flat. So if for some reason they load the box, right, the ball snapped, and Malik looks up and he sees somebody free, like let's say nobody goes with Tucker here, you can fire that thing out into the flat. I like that he's stuck with duo. So our boy Josh Jacobs could just take this RPO and run over 3 defenders to get in the end zone. So, again, here we go. 11 gun, dubs right, T-same, 24 duo, RPO flats from the twos. A little cutback. It almost looked like a counter, but it was actually duo on the front side. And, again, look at Sean Ryan. Literally bench pressing somebody with one arm there. I got to take it back because this is even better angle than the end zone cam, Tim. Everybody keying on Sean Ryan with his left hand, left arm. Look at him driving 53.
Yep, right out of the play. And then saves his right kneecap at the end. Nice work.
He's literally, for those of you on the pod, he's bench pressing a linebacker with his left arm, and he's stiff arming Josh Jacobs with his right to make sure he doesn't lose a kneecap. So love to see it. Here's a great look.
This is why I scream about running the freaking ball in the red zone, because I'm willing to bet we're batting somewhere in the 70% range on plays like this. When we run duo or inside zone, whatever, inside the red zone like this with Josh Jacobs and our blocking's on point, it's always like this. You're seeing 8, 9, 10-yard runs, touchdowns. But when we get cute down in the red zone, we have problems. I would prefer this approach going forward. Just pound that rock, man. That's why we're giving them all that money, right? We're paying that man to run the football. Let's give him the football.
Yeah, Coach Lynn says that's my favorite play from Sean Ryan this season. I can see it. There was another play, I want to say it was against Tennessee or maybe someone else, where he was like 30 yards down the field trying to lead block. Love to see that hustle, but I'm with you, man. You could take one defender with one arm and just walk them into the end zone. You love to see that. I guarantee you that got a good pop in the O-line room.
Sean Ryan's definitely got to be probably the most pleasant surprise on this O-line, I think, of all these young players, man. He really turned out great, man, and he continues to develop. He's got a bright future ahead of him.
Yeah, and Coach Lynn said he thought it was zone. I noticed that too, Coach, as we were watching it. You didn't truly see a double. It's like they were prepared to double, but it ended up just being single blocks. I would call that inside zone. And I love this conversation because on Twitter, man, there's one Twitter thread that you could typically find where people will go, is it duo or zone? And everybody's in there, or the football heads are in there arguing whether it's zone or duo. So very, very similar approach. I'm with you after we watched it back just now, Coach. That looked like inside zone because you didn't see a true double. That's why I also like to lean on 2 double teams before I call it duo. But again, man, Tom Brady's got me shook in the announcer's box there as he's constantly calling out duo with just one double team. There's got to be something to that.
Well, he played 100 years, under Bill Belichick. So we'll lean with Tommy Boy there.
Has 35 rings too. So I got to agree with you, Coach. I think that we probably should have called that inside zone. All right, next play. We're going to go fast forward to second quarter, 8:14 left. This is a 3rd and 6 play from their own 49-yard line. And Chicago is leading 14-10. All right. This is Keyshawn Nixon with the tackle for a loss. You love to see it. You could tell, Tim, the Chicago Bears, they do not trust Caleb to throw the football. It's just 90% of their offense is designed to go behind the line of scrimmage. And it's wild to think about. It really is. The play call here for Green Bay, nickel 2-4-5. I said psycho. Cover 3. We don't know if it was truly cover 3. It looked like cover 3 to me. right? And then you got one guy in the middle that's going to be going deep as well. But again, when it's a quick reaction play, sometimes the defense doesn't have an opportunity to show exactly what they're doing. And this is 90 drop here too, guys. So when I say Sacco, this is kind of remind you of the Dom Capers years, right? Look at this. You've only got one lineman with his hand in the dirt right here. Everyone else is standing up. And when we say 90 drop, LVN would technically, if his hand was in the dirt, he'd be playing an interior defensive tackle spot right here, Tim. And it's interesting because we've seen it all year. When they go to this Sacco package, they probably call it something else. Dom Capers called it that way back in the day, right? One down lineman. They seem to think when they go to this Sacco package that LVN, they want him inside. I think that's a good move. But in this case, 90's actually going to drop out and play a little zone. Very interesting. So, again, the call is Sacco. I said cover 3, but it's definitely 90 drop. Key in on Keyshawn down here at the bottom. It's going to be another one of those quick developing pass plays. Anytime they use that motion and go with a semi-stack look, you know Caleb's going to look to whip that thing out there real quick on some kind of smoke. See the smoke screen? Everything's set up. Look at the reaction to our defense, man. Like he's actually looking to try to pick it. See his hands coming out?
Yeah.
But on the ball. This is Xavier McKinney right here. He ties up the block. And watch Keyshawn Nixon attack this football here, man. No hesitation. Bang, let's get it.
Can you run it back? Take a look at Edge Cooper and LVN here also. You talk about everybody working in unison here. Watch these two guys on the snap.
There's that jab step, right, and he's going to drop. Yeah, look at it.
Now Cooper's all over it too. Look at flips the hips, LVN behind him. So even if somebody, squeaked loose here, we've got 5 or 6 green jerseys in the area rallying to the ball. It's beautiful.
That's a great eye, man. Good point. He's blessed that he had to take that hit from Keyshawn instead of Cooper, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
We get that over with, right?
For sure.
But, here's the end zone cam, probably a little bit harder to see everything that's happening. Love the communication here between Eric Wilson and Cooper. You're going to see LVN drop out again. Let's see how many we actually rushed on this play. I think it might just be 3. It's only 3. 3-man rush right there.
Yeah. Cooper and LVN in coverage.
Yeah. And again, just a great job finishing by Keyshawn. And shout out to Mosby, too, reading that, right?
Yeah.
Great job. All right. So, again, that was a tackle for a loss there. And now let's fast forward. Second quarter, 5:23 left. This is a 3rd and 8 from their own 33-yard line. This is Malik Willis to Jaden Reed for 31 yards. Chicago's still leading 14-10. The play call is 11 gun, dubs right, Y shift to bunch nasty, smash, Y flat, slanting out, T safe. All right, let's
say that 3 times fast.
Yeah, so again, we came out in a dub set, and then we're going to shift to bunch nasty. So now you have bunch nasty. Notice I didn't say X, right?
Yeah, the X is outside the numbers.
Bingo, you got it. Everybody over here, nasty split. Out here, he's outside the numbers. Not quite a Baylor split, but out there pretty wide. That's why it's just bunch nasty as opposed to bunch nasty X. And the play call is bunch nasty, smash, Y flat, slanting out, T safe. All right. And what that route combination means is with smash concept, it's really simple. It's going to be a curl with a corner over top of it. All right. And then you're going to have the Y is going to run a flat out here. So you're creating a little spacing underneath. You've also got that deep corner if you want to take a shot, which we do here. And then the slanting out. I noticed this all day. They really like double moves against the Chicago team. With the slanting out, this guy here, the X, is actually going to slant and then just take it out. That's what he's looking to run here in this specific play. And the T safe is real simple. He's just going to stay in and pass block, so that gives you a 6-man protection for Malik Willis. Again, the call, 11 gun, dubs right, Y shift, a bunch nasty, smash, Y flat, slanting out, T safe. Let's roll the tape. Watch that corner route from the smash concept. Again, the smash concept's real simple. A curl from the 1, a corner from the 2. Now you're going to see the corner get deep. That's our boy Jaden Reed. Not a great decision by Malik Willis here, okay? Not a good throw either. But Jaden Reed, man, making a play on this ball, undercutting it. Should have been pass interference. Still makes the play, gets the ball.
F it. Reed down there somewhere, man.
That's exactly what that was.
Look at that Packer sideline at the bottom of the screen. They're fired up. They love that. They love that moon ball into double coverage, man. We'll take it.
Especially when it goes our way, right?
Yep.
And AFAM, this is where AFAM's going to get quiet in the chat, because we know if Jordan Love throws that ball, AFAM's all over him. There's no two ways about that. So let's see here. Again, let's watch Malik Willis turn it loose. Now, listen, he had pressure in his lap too right here. So he steps right into, I think is that when he banged his hand? I think it might have been.
The second
right
time.
on the helmet. Yeah. And again, Jaden Reed just reading the ball, man. Hell of a job here. Undercutting Jalen. Great job.
I mean, look at the look at the rotation on that ball in the air. It looks like a punt.
Exactly. It's just a dead duck. It really was, man. And he still caught the ball.
Yeah.
Now,
I mean, Bird's basically playing defense right there. Really,
Yeah.
you're trying to prevent a DB from picking this ball off.
Yeah, it still couldn't get a pass interference call. That just blows my mind. Unless they thought the ball was tipped at the line of scrimmage. You know what I'm saying? That could be the case too.
Was
That
it?
might have been, well, I mean,
It
the
might
ball
have been. I mean, it looked like a knuckleball.
could have been, right? Who's to tell? But I want you to key on 36 here. His nickname in college was Scissors. Okay, let's watch what he does right here, Tim. What is that? What kind of tackle is that, my man? I don't know.
That's
man.
why he's not a Packer anymore. That's what that is.
That's a rough look here. Watch this. Just a. I don't know.
Do we got his failed Lambeau leap on Chalk Talk also?
Who is this guy? I don't even know who it is.
That's
is it?
J.O., man. Is
it J.O. 36?
That's Mr. Simone Biles right there.
There you go. There you go, man.
Yeah.
Chris C in the chat. No music Mary today, huh? Did you scare her off, Greg? AFAM got the joke. He said, LOL scissors. You see what I'm talking about?
Oh, boy.
All right, here we go. Let's keep it rolling. Again, just a great job reading that by our boy Jaden Reed and adjusting to the football, like you said, Tim, on a dead duck. So Green Bay would kick a field goal, right? And that would make it Chicago leading 14-13. And then Chicago would have to punt, all right? And then later on, third quarter, 11:03, 1st and 10 at Green Bay's 40. This is the Xavier McKinney interception, okay? And the call, I think, was nickel 4-2-5, cover 3, and we're going strong spur. I really like the fact that they're utilizing Javon Bullard this way, playing him as that spur safety in the box. Yeah. Tim, it makes him a linebacker, you know? I mean, you talked about that's
his strong suit, right?
I mean, it looks like this might as well be a 4-3 look. This is a big nickel look is what this is. It really is. So really like the play call there. And they're going to try their little chicanery, and it bit them in the rear end, just like ours bit us, right? But they're going to try to do a little double reverse pass here. So they're going to toss it to one receiver, toss it to Keenan Allen. They said, hell, Keenan Allen's too old to run routes. We might as well let him throw, right? And right here, man, I don't know what he was thinking, but Xavier McKinney's sure happy about it. So
I like
the crowd reaction too.
You know, to me, the key to the play that I saw there on this one is LVN's pre-snap shift. It looked like he shifted out to like a wide 9 or something. Mm-hmm. You see he's kind of
jabs out.
Yeah, he kind of jabs out right here. He's gonna, well, he already did, but you see he takes on that tackle, and then there's no way they had to basically flick that ball to Allen, because you can't tell me that's not an option.
Yeah,
you know,
probably is.
If that guy gets a free run there around the edge, he's going. LVN took that away from him.
It's a good point.
Yep.
And again, man, the coverage, they held up well, man. Just hold your water, get back.
Yeah.
There's X with the pick. And of course, just like Carrington the week before, man, you got to tuck that thing away. We were lucky that didn't get recovered right there, right? If anybody's got grace for screwing up like that, though, it's Xavier McKinney this year. So
yeah,
we'll give him a half a dozen of those with the way he's played.
Absolutely.
Here's another look. This is what you were talking about. He's kind of inside LVN.
Yeah, see him inside, and then he kind of little pre-snap shift. He kind of bounces out right here, bounces out to the edge.
Yeah, playing linebacker. Look at that.
Yep.
Let's go. Yeah, he does a great job setting that edge. You're right.
You know, because if he doesn't, man, and you just got white jerseys there, I mean, there's no guarantee they're even gonna hand that ball off to Allen.
Yeah, definitely.